President Donald Trump has, ever since he got elected, refused to release his tax returns. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled he does not have the absolute right to block their release. The ruling opens the door to New York prosecutors and potentially Congress getting to see his financial records. Our Washington Bureau Chief Jackson Proskow is with me. Jackson, what will this ruling trigger?
Well, Donna, the headline here is that President Donald Trump's claims of absolute power do not exist, and he is not exempt from legal scrutiny. The court here looked at two different cases. In one, the prosecutors in New York wanted Trump's financial records as they investigate hush money payments made to two women who claimed they had affairs with him. And in a 7-2 decision, the court sided with those prosecutors, saying that Trump is not above the law when it comes to being compelled to produce evidence for a grand jury. The second case involved a subpoena from Democrats in Congress who want access to Trump's business and banking records. They're trying to investigate any foreign entanglements or other alleged financial crimes. In another 7-2 decision, that issue was punted back to the lower courts to debate issues around separation of powers, but basically it leaves the door open for Congress to get those documents someday. Now, Donna, as you can imagine, Trump is not happy. He has been firing off angry tweets all day and reacted a short time ago.
Well, the rulings were basically starting all over again, sending everything back down to the lower courts, and you start all over again. And so from a certain point, I'm satisfied. From another point, I'm not satisfied, because frankly, this is a political witch hunt, the likes of which nobody's ever seen before. It's a pure witch hunt. It's a hoax.
Jackson, President Trump is the first U.S. president since Jimmy Carter not to release his tax returns. Does this ruling mean he will? And if so, how soon?
Well, here's where both of today's decisions sort of work out as a win for Trump. The president can still challenge the scope and relevance of the subpoena from prosecutors in New York, and he has sort of long argued that they're on a wild fishing expedition here trying to dig up dirt. And the lower courts will still have to hear the case of those congressional subpoenas. What this means is that it's unlikely that either matter will be resolved before November's election. So even if Trump is ultimately forced to produce those documents that he has so carefully guarded, he'll either be in his second term or out of office by the time it happens. Donna?
All right, Jackson Proskow in Washington, thanks.